This video is Touch 2 or Touch Type. So we're going to start with Illustrator Lesson 2. Open that up. And then your book tells you to open up 2-3 and save it as Touch Type. So open up 2-3. We're in Illustrator. We're going to go to View, Preview, and then Save Your Work. File, Save As, navigate to your H drive, and then save it as Touch Type. Alright, so we're going to verify that the Swatches panel is showing. It does not look like my Swatches panel is showing, so I need to go to Window and go all the way down to Swatches. Click Swatches. My panel opened up on the other screen, so I'm going to drag that over. Okay, so we're going to click the Touch Type tool, which is new to this version of Illustrator. I've never used that. Click the Touch Type tool, then click the first letter T. Alright. Click and drag the top right corner of the bounding box. As you drag, the letter is scaled in proportion. Drag until the type resembles 27, which it kind of looks like what I have on my screen right here, figure 27. Number 5 on page 120 says position the Touch Type tool over the left center of the letter T, then drag. The letters move independently from other letters. No matter how far you drag the T vertically, the horizontal space between the letter T and the O is maintained. So let's give that a try. So we can make it taller or shorter, but the space stays the same. Undo whatever move you made so that the type still resembles figure 27 of your book. Number 7, select the letter O with the Touch Type tool, then drag it closer to the T. Here's the O. Let's see if we can get that closer to the T. Nice. Now that both the letter T and the O have been manipulated by the Touch Type tool, you are able to move the letter O as close or as far apart of the letter T as you want. So let's try it again. Far apart and closer. Okay, click the letter U and drag the lower right corner point. The character is scaled on the horizontal axis only, which means it goes this direction. Click the letter C, then click and drag the upper left point. The character is scaled on a vertical axis only. Click the letter H, then click and drag the point centered above it. The character is rotated as you drag. Select the T with the Touch Type tool. I don't know which T they mean, so we'll start with this T. Then change its fill color on the Swatches panel. Let's make it pink like our book. Use the Touch Type tool to recreate the illustration that's shown in figure 29. Save your work, then close the Touch Type tool. So let's start with the letter T. It's nice and big already, but we're going to rotate it a little bit and make it purple. We'll go over to that O, and it looks like we need to make it higher, so we're going to make that letter O taller. So it looks like we need to grab that O and experiment a little bit. If you don't get it just right, you can move it around. Let's move it a little closer to the T, and then we're going to make that a burgundy color. Grab that the U, and we're going to play with the horizontal axis and bring that back to where it was, and we're going to rotate it a little bit, and then move it up. And then play with the scaling of it. I think right here we can make the scaling of it a little taller and maybe move it back down and then make that pink. Let's play with the C. Once again, I'm going to play with the horizontal axis of the C and make that round again. Let's make it a little bit smaller, like your book, and then we're going to move that C up to the top of the U. We can rotate it a little bit as well. Let's make it a little smaller. And then green. Here's our H. And move that back over. Feels like it's fallen on its side a little bit. Let's make it taller. And then light blue. Alright, back to this T. We're going to make this entire T bigger to match this T. And rotate it just a little. Here's our Y. Let's move that over just a little. We'll make it a little bigger. And then lime green. We can play with the horizontal axis just a little bit. Our P, we're going to make it bigger. Actually, let's make the whole thing bigger of the P. And then rotate it. Make it brown. And let's scoot it independently closer to the Y. Play with the horizontal axis a little. Here's our E. I'm going to rotate it, move it down and over, and then we're going to make this that dark, we'll make it that color. Alright, we just have the tool to play with, and you guys can change yours around. It does not need to look exactly like mine. So I'm going to click on my T and make it bigger. Move it down a little bit. Actually, your book has it right over here. I'm going to make it bigger and then move it down a little bit. There we go. And make it orange. Here's your O. We're going to make it really nice and big, a nice big O on the orange. And change the color. Here's our other O. We're going to move it up a little bit. And change its color. And then here's our L. To finish it off, I really think we need a nice big L here. And then we're going to make that purple. And we are finished. I think that go back and make a couple of adjustments if you need to. Let's bring it down. And we're done. Save your work, and you'll turn it in. The end.